Okay, get started. So we will take the attention just to our feet to begin. So just slowing the breath down and letting the feet just sink nice and deeply into the floor. And then from there, we're going to take a nice inhale and take the shoulders and rise them up towards your ears. And then exhale, let the shoulders slide down the back. Inhale, shrugging up and forwards to the ears. And exhale, slide down and back through the spine. Lovely. Inhale to rise and exhale to melt away. And you'll notice that your hands are maybe drawing wee circles on your thighs as you take the shoulders up and down. And for the last one, just make the exhale quite long, so as long as you can. Lovely. Bringing the hands onto chest now. Bringing your awareness to the breath in the upper body. So inhaling and taking the breath to the upper chest. Feel your hands rise up as you breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then hold for 1, 2. And then breathe out through the nose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, nice sniff in. And hold, 1, 2, and exhale through the nose. Lovely, nice sniff in through the nose. And hold for 1, 2, and let go. Lovely. Bringing the hands onto the sides of your chest now. This time we're breathing into the sides of our rib cage. So you'll feel your lungs expand and open as your elbows float out to the side. And off we go. We're going to sniff in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. So you're filling up the vessel between your shoulder blades and the base of your rib cage. And then exhale through the nose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, nice sniff in, fill the sides of the chest. And hold, 1, 2, and slowly let go. Lovely, once more, nice sniff in. And hold for 1, 2, and slowly exhale through the nose. Lovely, bringing the hands onto the tummy now. So think about the feet now, bring your awareness to the feet. They should be that they've sunk a wee bit deeper into the floor and your shoulders are nice and relaxed. You're feeling soft throughout your body. And we're going to take a sniff in through the nose again. This time fill up the tummy. Feel your fingers just start to spread apart and hold for 1, 2, and then as you exhale, you're almost pressing the air out of your tummy. Breathe out through the nose. Lovely. Breathing in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 1, 2, and then exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Just soften the arms now down by our side. And we're going to take the right arm to shoulder height or towards the ceiling. And we're going to move into mermaid. So we're going to let the hips soften to your right. And let the fingertips melt overhead. Feel a lovely stretch from your hip to your shoulders. And then release and switch sides. So you'll feel the weight just transfer from one foot to the other. And you're aiming to make a C shape from your foot to your fingertips. So drawing a capital C. And have that, feel that nice opening between each individual rib. Stay nice and tall as you do this. So keep your chest lifted up, your arm right beside your ear. Lovely, and once more. Lovely. Relaxing down now and take the palms to face forwards. I'm going to show you this from the side. So with the palms facing forward, you should feel the weight on your toes and you're nice and tall through your spine. So we'll keep all of the foot on the floor, but you just feel more pressure through the toes. And then as you turn the palms back, invite your spine to slouch, but keep the head up, and you'll feel the weight go to your heels. So palms forward, grow tall, weight to toes. Palms back, slouch the spine, weight to your heels. We can inhale to grow tall. And then exhale to slouch. So you should be able to balance a bit on your head the whole way throughout the movement. Your chin doesn't drop onto your chest. Your neck simply extends, but your head stays flat. So you're now drawing, creating a C curve in your spine as you slouch. Lovely. And then we're going to move the arm positions to go palms forward, take the arms out to the side slightly. Lovely, turn them back, bring the shoulder height, and forwards to grow tall, and back, and forwards. And we're going to stay there, bending the elbows. Bring the weight evenly spread throughout the whole foot now, both sides. And we're going to exhale and reach to look up into one palm, as if you're changing a light bulb. And then inhale to fold the arm back. Exhale to reach. Inhale to fold. Lovely. So you're feeling nice. It's a kind of a subtle stretch in between your ribs and your pelvis, kind of at the side of your waist. It's really nice to get that wee gentle shift back into the body. So it's just as you shift across and reach one arm, come back to bring the rib cage stacked on the hips, and then you gently shift to reach to the opposite side. Lovely. We'll do once more each side. And last time. Lovely. Let the arms relax now. And just taking a nice breath in. We're going to exhale and soften the chin onto chest and then melt the spine forwards into our roll up. So lengthen the fingers towards the toes. And take a breath in to hold. And then exhale, peel back up. Inhale, circle the arms, bring the palms together. And then exhale, bring the hands to chest. Lovely. Keeping the hips facing forward, we're just pressing the thumbs into the breastbone. You're going to gently press open to the right. And then come back to center. And then gently press open to the left. Lovely. And just sliding the hands down once more into roll up. So as if you're folding in two. Bring the chest to the thighs. And then gently peel back up on the inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, bring the thumbs to chest. Lovely. On the next exhale, open into the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale to center. Lovely. All right, we're going to take the feet just slightly wider now. And we're going to move into a squat. So we're going to keep most of the weight through the heels. We're going to sit deep into a low chair. And as we come up, we're going to bend the elbows, slightly bend the knees and press. So as if you're pressing, reaching something into a high shelf. Bend the elbows and lower. Lovely. So you'll feel the buttock muscles working as you come up and out of the squat. Imagine you're pulling something out of the floor and then reach and press it overhead. Lovely, last two. Lovely. Taking the arms to shoulder height now and bring the feet back to hip distance apart. And we're going to press up onto the toes, keeping the arms out at shoulder height, and then release back to heels to lower the arms. Exhale to hover, inhale to lower. So as you hover up, just let the arms float up and out to the side. So it's nice and relaxed. Imagine your arms are weightless. And you'll just feel a nice gentle contraction of the tummy muscles as you press onto your toes. And you should feel a wee bit working through your pelvic floor muscles. So those are the sling of muscles between your your tailbone and your pubic bone. So you should feel like they're lifting up like a wee hammock. Exhale to hover. Lovely, inhale to lower. Last couple. And last time. Lovely. I'm going to show you the next wee one from the side. We're going to move into some lunges, and we're going to take the left foot forwards first. And just do this at your own depth of a lunge. If your knees are sore, if this would give you bother, just do a mini lunge, which is still a great exercise. But if not, if it feels fine to do a lunge, take your arms to 90 degrees. As you lunge, lowering the right knee to floor, we're going to pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, and then inhale to rise. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale to rise. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And 4. Lovely. And 5, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And 6. Lovely. And 7. Inhale. Lovely. Last 3. 2. And last time. Lovely. Coming back up to stand. Keep the right leg behind. Maybe just take it in a wee bit closer. And we're going to start with the right arm up. And we're going to move into like a running man. So it looks like you're running on the spot. But really, we're just going to float the right knee to hip height. Left arm goes overhead. And then step back. Take the right arm to sit in, right hand behind. So opposite arm comes up with the hip. So left arm up as you lift the hip up. And then just stepping back. Lovely, last 2. Lovely, well done. So before we switch sides, we're going to come to face forwards. And we're going to take the arms overhead now. So imagine we've got a wee band in our hands. And as we take one hip up, we're going to open the band out. And then switch sides. So exhale to hover the hip, open the arms. Lovely. Lovely, last 2. Great, take the hands onto the sides of your waist now and just take the feet really wide. And we're just going to move into a nice groin stretch. We're going to press the hips behind, so lean forwards and then bend the left knee and reach the right arm over to your left. So feel a stretch in the right groin. And then switch, coming back to center, leaning forwards. Bend the right knee. You can lean on the right leg if you like. And then take the left arm over into stretch. Lovely. Switching sides, leaning forwards. And last time. Lovely. Keeping the legs nice and wide, taking the shoulders back to shoulder height. And we're going to exhale and go into deep leg squat and inhale to rise. Lovely. For the last three, we're going to pulse at the end. So we're going to pulse, pulse, inhale to rise. Pulse, pulse, inhale. And last time. Lovely. Well done. We're going to do our last two exercises in standing, the lunge and then the running man on the left. So we're going to keep the left leg behind now. Push up onto the toes. And as you lower the left leg to the floor, we're going to pulse 2, 3, 4, 5. And then inhale, float the arms up to rise. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And 4. Inhale. 5. And 6. 3, 4. And 7. Lovely. Last 3. And last time. Lovely. Well done. Keeping the left leg behind, but not as far behind now, just a smaller step. Start with the left arm up. And then we're going to float the left knee to hip height, extend the right arm to ceiling, and reverse. 2. Lovely. Lovely. Last 2. Well done. Okay, we're going to slow it down a wee bit now. So we're going to come onto the mat, onto all fours. And we're going to take the hands just directly underneath the shoulders. And the knees just directly underneath hips. So we're going to begin just with slowing the breath down and just moving through our spinal mobility, moving into cat stretch. So exhale to rise and inhale to release. Lovely. Just invite the spine to gently soften and melt towards the floor. Press the hips out behind. And then gently scoop under and press your mid back to ceiling. Lovely, last two. Really nice. We're going to walk the hands forwards a few inches now. And we're moving into our half plank. So as we exhale, we're going to scoop the hips under, tuck them in, bring your body weight over your hands, and then inhale to release, sit back. Exhale, scoop the hips under, press forwards, inhale and soften back. So feeling that nice release through the hips and pelvis. You're really thinking about tucking the hips under and then release and press the tailbone to ceiling. Exhale to melt forwards. Inhale to peel back. We're going to add wee press ups at the end. So once we come into plank, we're going to press and then release it back. Exhale and press. Inhale, sit back. Exhale. Inhale. And last two. Exhale. Lovely. Taking the knees nice and wide now, walk the hands back. And we're going to move into our thread the needle. We're going to slide the right hand underneath the left with the palm up and bring your right ear to the floor. And just rest there for a couple of seconds. Feel that lovely twist in your mid back. And then press up through the left arm and extend your right arm to ceiling. And then switching sides. Lovely. Keep going. We'll just do a couple more each side so we thread the needle. Lovely. And then coming back to rest on the hands. Just think about creating a nice extension from your tailbone to the crown of your head. So creating a lovely length through your spine. We're going to tuck the toes under. Lovely. On the exhale, we're going to lean forward, bring the weight onto the hands, and we're going to hover the knees up and off the floor just an inch or two. Inhale to lower. Exhale. Inhale to lower. So you feel that gentle tightening of the tummy muscles as you transfer the weight forwards and hover. And then you feel it releasing as you sit back on the knees and bring the hips to heels. Lovely. This time we're going to add in some flicks. So we're going to hover and pulse, pulse, and lower, sit back. And hover, pulse, pulse, and lower. Lovely. Keep going. We'll do 3 more of those. And then we're going to just do a couple of wee rotations to each side. Lovely. This time when you hover, you're going to stay hover, drop the hips to right and left and lower. Hover, drop to the right and left and lower. Lovely. We'll do that 3 more times. Really nice. Once you're done, we're going to take the knees nice and wide, bring the feet together, and then sit back into shell stretch. So stay in shell stretch for a wee second. Think about taking the breath deep into the pelvis. Let the pelvic floor muscles soften and relax. Lovely. Now taking the breath into the sides of your chest. Feel your ribs open up onto your sides. And then finally take the breath to your upper back. Breathe into that space. Think about opening and widening the whole vessel of your lungs. Lovely. We're going to just come back on now. We're going to come to the elbows. Just for the last wee exercise here before we move on to next position. So keeping the elbows wide, but making a wee fist with the hands. And we're going to lengthen out the right leg and then tap 2, 3, and then fold back in. Tap 2, 3, and fold. If that doesn't agree with you, if it hurts your hips or anything, you can either take the heels to seating alternately, as an alternative, 2, 3. Lovely. So nice stable pressure, pressing the floor away with your elbows, and tap 2, 3 on the exhale. Inhale to fold back to center. So as little movement as you can through your hips and pelvis. Keeping the neck nice and long, you're gazing down to the hands. Lovely. Take the knees nice and wide once more now and sit back into shell. Bring your hips to heels, lengthen the fingertips out, and just pop your right hand on top of your left in this position. Keep your left hand out to the side. So you're feeling a wee bit more of a stretch. You connect your right hip to right heel, and your right hand's kind of reaching over to your left hand. So you're creating a C curve on that side of your body. Take a deep breath into the right side of your rib cage. And then release. Bring the right hand back to start position. And pop the left hand on top of right. Connect the left buttock to left heel. Create that C curve through the side of your body. Lovely. Take a nice deep breath into the left side of your chest now. Feel it open up onto your thigh. Lovely. Once more. And then gently relax back to center. And from there, we're going to take the left foot up in front into a kneeling position. So see how you are with being on the knees. If you want, you can pop a wee cushion under your right knee. And we're just going to imagine somebody's just giving you a wee nudge forward in the back and you're bringing your weight onto your front foot. And at the same time, float the arms just past the ears. Get a nice stretch on the right thigh. And then we're going to reverse that. We're going to sit back on the right heel and lengthen the arms to the left ankle into hamstring stretch. And switch to move forwards. And release. Lovely. Bringing the arms just in front now. And we're going to open the left arm to bow and arrow. And release. Open to the right. Feel a stretch in the left groin as you open to the right. Lovely. We'll do 2 more each side. Lovely. Coming back to your start position. Bringing the right foot forwards now. And in your own time, we're going to sweep forwards for the stretch on the left thigh as we take the right arms to ear. And then release, sit back on the left heel. Reach the hands to the right ankle. Lovely. Lovely, keep going. We'll do 3 or 4 more. It's a really nice flow of motion moving from thigh stretch to hamstring stretch. Lovely. All right, well done. We're going to move now into a seated position. So if you take your wee cushion, see what you're like on the floor. You might need a couple of cushions. So just judge it yourself because we're going to do a few sort of longer stretches here. So make sure you're not struggling to begin with. If you need a couple or 3 cushions, that's grand. So we're going to begin with the feet together, soles of the feet touching. And we're going to lean forwards into a stretch. So feet together, knees out to the side. And you can either hug the feet towards you, lower your chin down, or you can bring your hands or forearms onto the floor. So gently pull down into the stretch. Let your chin come onto your chest. Lovely. So it shouldn't be like an overwhelming stretch, just a gentle challenge that you think you can sustain for another minute. And once you're in the stretch, see if you can disengage the muscles. So let your muscles that are possibly tensing to support you, see if you can let them soften away. And let your mind and body just become still. So resist that urge to move or readjust. So let your chin really come down onto your chest if you can. You might feel it at the base of your neck when you do that. Also in the groin muscles and around the pelvis, the lower back. We're going to hold for about another 20 seconds. Lovely. And then gently release, come up. Keep the right foot hugged in towards your body, and then we're going to lengthen out the left leg. If you have an extra wee cushion and it feels really tight in the left, you can pop a cushion under your left knee, or you can pop the cushion under your right knee that's bent, just to give you a wee bit of support. Either under the right knee or the left knee, or both. And then we're going to gently melt the spine down and forwards. You can hug the knee on the left, hug the shin, or hug the ankle or toe. So just how far feels comfy for you. It's not too much to hold for a couple of minutes. And then let your nose soften down in between the elbows. So you'll feel that stretch on the right side of your back, possibly in the lower back, and definitely the left hamstring. And now see if you can let the muscles soften and let go. And now see if you can just stay with that stillness in your mind and body as you sustain the stretch. So these deeper stretches help to release connective tissue. So it's a wee bit different than muscle. To get circulation going to and be able to move, it needs a longer, deeper stretch. Lovely, we'll hold for 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. Lovely. And we're going to bring that foot back up into the hip and then switch sides. Lengthen out the right leg. You can either now pop the cushion under your left knee or under your right. And we're going to melt forward through the spine, either holding the right knee, shin, or ankle. And let the nose release down in between the arms. So take your time getting set up. It's almost part of the movement so that you're in a nice comfortable position. Lovely. And once you're there, then once more, soften the muscles, let them relax. Keep nice and still, feeling that stretch in the right hamstring, calf. And on the left side of your lower back now. We're going to hold for another 20 seconds. Let your body just relax into the stretch. Lovely. Great. And then in your own time, just slowly coming up from the stretch and making your way onto lying on your back. So we're just going to finish with a couple of wee stretches for the hamstrings and the hips, just nice gentle stretches in lying. So just a wee cushion underneath your head. Just lying flat on your back with the knees bent up. And we're going to hug the back of the right thigh and then press the right heel to the ceiling into hamstring stretch. And from there, we're going to paddle the foot up and down towards the ceiling. Lovely. Feeling that lovely stretch as you paddle the toes up and down. And then we're going to circle to the right for 3, 2, 1. And then circle the foot to left for 3, 2, 1. And switch. And switch. Lovely. Bend that knee back up now and place the left heel onto the right heel onto the left knee. And you can either press the right knee away, feeling a nice stretch in the right hip, or you can hug the back of the left thigh to come into a more intense stretch in the right hip. Lovely. So feeling your lower back just gently press into the floor. And then release your right foot to floor. Keep hugging the left thigh and then press the left heel to ceiling. And off we go. We're going to paddle the toes up and down. And then circles to the right for 3, 2, 1. And switch. And switch. And switch last time. Lovely. Bending the foot and placing it on top of the right knee now. And you can either press the left knee away or hug the back of the right thigh to feel a deeper stretch in the left buttock. Lovely. We're going to stay there for about another 10 seconds. I've got a wee book. Lovely. And then I will get used to put just a wee pillow underneath your knees now for the relaxation. I'll just stop the recording for a second and then